This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, early risers. 5 o'clock Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, kind of a holiday, kind of not a holiday. It's the 24th day of the month. I'm Ray Collins, and some rain out there right now. Josh, I saw some drizzle coming into the studio today.
Exactly, me too. But it's a little bit of skewed kind of situation here. We'll show you the current conditions. And yeah, Ray, there's definitely rain out there. But this is an isolated situation. We have one cloud basically on top of our studio producing some light showers and hit or miss showers around the area, but that's all we're going to see in the morning hours. Then I think things are going to be very dry. 66 is our current temperature outside. We'll show you the radar. Most of the heavier rain has moved off now into the Atlantic, but our Titan radars, we zero in closely. There you go. We have like basically one isolated shower on top of us, and that's what we're seeing right now. But for the most part, we're going to be dry today, mostly cloudy skies and highs topping out in the low 70s. But what will the upcoming weekend bring? We'll let you know in about 10 minutes. Back to you.
What a tease. Okay, thank you, Josh. Josh in for John Scalzi, of course. There's the map first off in Manatee County. You won't see a lot of, well, you might see some buildup around the shopping malls today. We'll check on that. Let's check farther south right now into Sarasota County. A little blip there east of the interstate on Clark Road. Otherwise pretty clear. And farther south, the interstate has reopened. More on that in a few minutes here, Friday morning, November 24th. Our top story, Black Friday shopping. Here we go. Let's go live now to Manatee County. Our Jess Dowdrick is live out inside of Toys R Us. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning, Ray. Well, it certainly isn't what I expected it to be like inside of Toys R Us at 5 a.m. on Black Friday. However, I'm told a little while ago it was a lot more busy. Right now, it's pretty dead in here, but I'm told one of the popular items this year are these LOL items. So there are charm fizzes and bath bombs, and I'll be honest with you, this is the first time that I've ever heard of these items, but apparently they have been flying off the shelf for the last 24 hours. Right now, the employees here at Toys R Us are restocking the shelves, preparing for what's to come later today and this weekend, because it was crazy when the store opened at 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. The store hasn't closed since then, and they will stay open through midnight tonight. Store manager Sylvia Almadina says she's worked overnights here at Toys R Us on Black Friday in years past, and this year was definitely one of the slower ones.
It had doorbusters that ended at midnight, that they've extended some of those. So if you're still interested, if you want to come out and see what we still have in stock, or you can call the store and we can let you know what we have.
So if you haven't started your shopping yet, right now is a good time to get out here. I know it's early. Maybe you're still in your pajamas or you're still recovering from all of that turkey yesterday. The good news is these Black Friday deals here at Toys R Us will be going on all weekend, so you don't have to get up and get out right now. But if you want to avoid the crowds, now might be a good time to come on out. Ray?
It looks like very few crowds right now. Okay, Jess, we'll check back next half hour. Thank you very much. Jess Dowdrick live in Manatee County. Other news now, the interstate has reopened around Laurel Road after a fatal accident last night at mile marker 199. Several cars were involved in a crash in the northbound lanes. One car caught fire. One person was killed, 4 others injured. The interstate was closed for a brief time but has once again since reopened. A Manatee County Sheriff detective resigned after a domestic dispute Wednesday night. Deputies arrested their colleague, Detective Jeffrey Bliss, after an incident with his wife. The 45-year-old had worked for the department for 16 years. He resigned yesterday. Also yesterday, many shoppers spent their afternoon waiting in lines at local stores. This was the scene at the Best Buy on University Parkway in Sarasota. Look at people at tents. They camped out to get at the merchandise as fast as possible. We talked to one man who got there at 2 a.m. Thursday morning. He says this is not the first time he's done this either.
It's definitely not for everybody. This is actually the 3rd time I've done this camped out for Black Friday, and a lot of people think it's crazy. I actually think it's really fun. I enjoy it when they open the doors and everyone's in there shopping. It's not always the big crazy stampede that you usually see. Actually, everybody's usually in a good mood, and I think it's just something really, really fun. I really enjoy it.
He waited in line all that time to buy a new television. The Venice High School football team has a big playoff game tonight, but that didn't stop them from getting involved in the Thanksgiving spirit yesterday. ABC's Dwayne Lindo shows us what they did with the Salvation Army.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, thank you, guys.
We're from Venice Football. We brought you a Thanksgiving Day meal.
After an early 8 a.m. practice before the big regional championship game against Tampa Bay Tech, the entire Venice Indians football squad gave back to a community that has supported them the whole season.
We like to give back on a day like today, just show appreciation for what they do.
And seeing how happy they are when we give them the food really makes us feel, good spirit.
More than 100 players, coaches, and other volunteers prepared to-go boxes.
Oh my God, you have made my day.
And delivered meals to homes of people in need. Indian senior offensive tackle Brendan Uribe says the hard work that goes into serving the community and game preparation makes it worthwhile.
It's just a great feeling. And they support us every Friday. It's great. You score a touchdown, you run to the sideline, they're standing up, going crazy. We're ready for Tampa Tech. It's great to come out here and support them.
For head coach John Peacock, it's about building leadership on and off the field.
Hopefully to let them see how lucky they are, and not everyone is eating our meals, to prepare a meal on Thanksgiving. Or it's a nice way to see that they have it pretty good, in the same sense of you have it pretty good, you should give back to people, and it's just an opportunity for us to give back.
Now Coach Peacock and his team has been doing this for over a decade, and his plans are to make sure his team gives back to the community in the future as well. Reporting in Venice, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
All right, way to go, team, and good luck tonight. Manatee County churches and businesses came together for a Thanksgiving dinner for the community. Volunteers served a free home-cooked Thanksgiving meal at Palm View Elementary School in Palmetto. There was also music, bounce houses, and games for kids. A local pastor organized the event. In fact, every year for the past 20 years, Pastor Jason Lane of Skyway Community Chapel also volunteered for the first time this year.
This is an opportunity for us to be able to love on one another, to say thank you for all the blessings that we've received, to kind of send a message that says, in a world where there's a lot of diversity, that diversity can come together in unity and really serve the needs of our community.
Just a lot of joy going around here. A lot of community, like people meeting people they haven't seen in a long time. It's really awesome.
4 churches volunteered, including the Bridge Church at Palmasola, First Baptist in Palmetto, and Skyway Community Chapel in Palmetto. Lines were out the door at the Salvation Army in Bradenton for those who wanted a meal. The Salvation Army prepared a feast for 500 people. In the end, about 300 showed up, still a lot. The staff prepared 300 pounds of stuffing, 225 pounds of green beans, 700 dinner rolls, and 150 different pies. And more than 500 turkeys were donated.
I've been here 4 years. It's probably the most turkeys we have received this year. I think because of the hurricane and we lost power and it was, devastating. So I think, community stepped up and felt it's time to step up, and they did. They stepped up. I got to hand it to them.
As far as leftovers, the Salvation Army does not expect to have many of those. Residents there got a second chance to enjoy a hot meal later in the evening. Nearly 2.5 months after Hurricane Irma blew through the Suncoast, the storm debris is almost gone. Manatee County now reporting that 90% of the debris has been cleaned up, and collection of storm debris from Hurricane Irma is at more than 98% in Sarasota County. This Monday, the second sweep of storm debris will begin. Officials say they expect that the second sweep will be complete by Christmas. Trash collection in Sarasota and Manatee County resumes today. Yesterday's usual trash will be picked up today, and today's will be picked up tomorrow. Normal pickup resumes on Monday. Today is the deadline to apply for FEMA assistance if you suffered damages due to Hurricane Irma. It's also the last day to submit an application for a Small Business Administration disaster loan. So far, FEMA has approved over $900 million in the state. If you want to apply or have questions about a current application, call the FEMA hotline at 800-621-3362 or go online at disasterassistance.gov. Thousands of Floridians have been helping those who were victims of hurricanes that battered the Sunshine State and Puerto Rico. Volunteer Florida announced that they had 22,000 volunteers logging more than 1 million hours helping those affected by Irma and Maria. Governor Scott says he's thankful for the hard work of those who have responded after the storms. The Sarasota Police Department also shared what they're thankful for on Twitter. They began a whiteboard tradition last year, sharing messages of thanks with the community. This is the police chief, Bernadette DePino. She's thankful for family, health, her officers' blessings, and of course, her ever-present poodle, Cece. Officer Nelson, thankful for his family and his four-legged partner, Bronson. And spokesperson Genevieve Judge is thankful for her faith, her family, and the opportunity to share amazing stories of the men and women of SPD with the community. Well, with Black Friday now here, we're getting a clearer picture of how Floridians plan to shop over the holiday season. According to a consumer study by AAA, over 1 in 4 Floridians say they plan to spend more money this year than last year on gifts. 1 in 3 Floridians also plan to use their phone for shopping. And with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Thanksgiving being the top 3 shopping days, most consumers plan to get the bulk of their shopping wrapped up before December. And don't forget, with Cyber Monday coming, these porch pirates will be scouring the area for packages to plunder. Unfortunately, around this time of year, unsecured packages have a chance of being stolen, affecting 1 in 10 people across the country. Those in rural areas are the biggest risk. So here are some tips to prevent porch pirates from ruining your holiday. Have your packages delivered to your workplace, perhaps, or even a UPS store. Require your mailman hide the packages, like by your back door behind a plant, or also require a signature for every delivery, or ask a neighbor to periodically keep an eye on your mail. And if worse comes to worse, don't worry, you still have options if your packages have been stolen. Contact the retailer and tell them what happened. Depending on the company, you may be entitled for compensation or a new delivery. You can also see if your credit card company offers a purchase protection option for stolen items. What a sad sign of the times.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer there.
You can't receive packages at the front porch anymore.
I know a lot of people coming down here for the holiday wanted a package deal with sunshine, though. And, you know, I'm serious. There's going to be sunshine in our forecast. They're going to get their money's worth, definitely about that. So, yeah.
Did you write that last night? Did you plan that last night?
I looked at the script and I figured, why not? I'll throw it in there.
Very clever. You're doing your homework.
But, yeah, sunshine's in our forecast. We'll talk all about it when I come back.
Also, first alert traffic and a weekend preview of some events to get you in the holiday spirit. And later in the hour, there are apps that help you even save more on Black Friday. We'll have details.
It's been about a month, and I can honestly say I've seen the change in me. I went from being a depressed girl who didn't want help to this happy, caring girl who loves helping other people. I just really hope that people that went through what I went through get the help that they need, because their story is important and they are loved. Thank you so much for everything.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Hi, I'm Joan London with A Place for Mom. Over the years, we've helped thousands of families find senior care, and today's senior living communities have never been better, with amazing amenities like movie theaters, exercise rooms and swimming pools, public cafes, bars and bistros, even pet care services. And nobody understands your options like the advisors at A Place for Mom. These are local expert advisors that will partner with you to find the perfect place and determine the right level of care, whether that's just a helping hand or full-time memory care. Best of all, it's a free service. Call today. A Place for Mom. You know your family, we know senior living. Together, we'll make the right choice.
Call A Place for Mom right now to get our free ebook on financing senior care, as well as a free referral for senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-290-0352. That's 1-800-290-0352.
Attention travelers, next Tuesday a major hurricane will cause complete chaos throughout the city. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency.
All right, good Friday morning to you. And you look at this picture here. This is a live look at our tower cam, and wow, looks pretty rainy out there with rain coming down. And like to say, you know, put your raincoat on if you're going to be outside today. But this is really kind of an anomaly here. That's an isolated situation. There's only one shower really here in downtown Sarasota, and that's what's causing this situation. I think everywhere else is going to be pretty much dry today. We'll talk about that in just a second when I show you the radar. Right now it's 66 in Sarasota, while it's 70 in Venice, 71 in Inglewood, 68 in Arcadia. So upper 60s, lower 70s right now. The story today, partly cloudy, well actually mostly cloudy to begin with, then partly cloudy later on this afternoon, but light showers as we're experiencing right now in downtown Sarasota. But we are going to have a very dry and sunny weekend in store for us. So looking at the radar, yeah, there's a few showers here in North Florida, in the Gulf of Mexico. Bulk of the system has moved now off into the Atlantic from what we saw yesterday. You know, officially we only had 0.12 of an inch that was reported at the airport yesterday. Not a big deal, but up here in northern Florida and some areas around the Suncoast, especially down here in Charlotte County, picked up much more than that. Now, as far as what we're looking at now, like I said, this is kind of an isolated shower here. So the tower cam makes it look like this is a widespread situation, but look at this. This is the only green that we can find here on the map in Sarasota. Maybe another sprinkled green over here just to the west of I-75. But other than that, I think we're going to have hit or miss showers this morning, and then things would be very dry. And the reason why is here's the system that brought us the rain yesterday. That's now into the Atlantic. The wraparound from it is pulling down drier air from the north. Then we have high pressure that's going to settle in behind it from the west and northwest. That's also bringing down a northerly flow. So drier conditions are to our north, and that dry air is going to slide down and erode that moisture. Eventually, the clouds are going to thin out and then dissipate. So by tonight, partly cloudy to mostly clear conditions. And then for tomorrow, it's going to be beautiful. Lots of sunshine in our forecast. So futurecast, other than a few thin clouds by this evening, everything clearing out. And then there you go, Saturday morning looking brilliant with lots of sunshine. Now, you notice the futurecast does depict a little more cloud cover coming in on early Sunday morning, maybe some shower activity out here in the Gulf of Mexico. I don't think these showers are going to make it on shore, and I think these clouds will again erode away because of that dry air coming down from the north, and then we'll be left with more sunshine on Sunday. Nothing going on here on the main picture for the lower 48, and for the tropics, nothing to show you here. Some flare-ups up here in the mid-Atlantic, but we still are in hurricane season, but that ends in 6 days. Looking at the forecast, we've got a lot of sunshine in it, and temperatures very mild, around average. The average at this time of the year for a high is 77, and we'll climb to about that by Monday of next week, and then a little bit above that as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Ray?
Very nice. Thank you, Josh. Checking first alert traffic for perhaps some early shoppers out there. Nothing to speak of right now in Manatee County. Let's check farther south now. Build-up on Bee Ridge Road in the eastbound lane. That might be due to all the construction projects going on there right now. Be aware of that. Otherwise, South County, a couple blips here and there. Nothing major to report at 5:19 now on your Friday morning. So what are your weekend plans? Our Linda Carson has some ideas in this week's Suncoast Scene.
Holiday decorations are going up all over, and they're really going to be spectacular this year at historic Spanish Point.
Starting on Friday, we're going to open up our Holidays in Mangrove Lights, which is where we have lit up our whole facility, and we welcome the community to come out and enjoy the holidays. So we'll have music, we'll have refreshments, and we'll have the whole site lit up with holiday decorations.
And Saturday night is the annual Light Up Siesta Key Village Parade.
It will kick off about 5:30 down by the entrance of the Siesta Key Beach, and it will make its way north into the village and on past the Salty Dog.
It's bigger than ever this year.
We have over 20 entries this year, so there'll be a variety of floats and bands and music and folks that are walking, and just a good variety for everyone to enjoy.
Santa will arrive at 6:15. Santa is going to end up in that parking lot right over there. Children are invited to go over, tell him what they want for Christmas, and get a free picture with Santa Claus. Only one day a year, Urban Nursery, a huge commercial poinsettia grower in Manatee County, opens its doors to the public. And on Saturday, you can take your pick of thousands and thousands of poinsettias.
We allow people to come in and purchase poinsettias, and they also can just take pictures and walk around, and we'll have other vendors with gift items and food and that sort of thing. It's turned into quite an event in Bradenton for people to come out and see 200,000 poinsettias.
If you want to get the whole family in the holiday spirit, come out to the Venice Holiday Parade on Saturday night. The festivities start at 5, the parade steps off at 7. There are 93 units in the parade this year. Parade co-chair Bob Hebert has been lining them up for 17 years, and he has his favorites.
The ones that the kids are doing something, performing in, like the dance groups, or we have Sailor Circus comes through and they always do a good show. We have the high school bands. This year we have the high school cheerleaders are going to be in it.
Some 40,000 spectators are expected.
The energy and the enthusiasm and the spirit that projects in that evening is just a wonderful kickoff to the holiday season here in Venice.
Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
A lot of choices. Thank you, Linda. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, the latest from Capitol Hill, where Senator Al Franken is expected to release another statement. Details of that and others who are facing issues of sexual harassment. And next half hour, an update on the missing Argentinian submarine, as well as the end of the search after a military plane crash in the Far East. Those stories and more when we come back.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and 3-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-307-2040 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you the #1 mistakes retirees are making with their investments today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-307-2040 to have your free information kit rushed to your door. Again, that's 800-307-2040.
It's time to take a road trip. Alabama's got 100 road trips, and some will take you back in time to the Civil Rights Movement or even the Civil War. You boys play nice now. From Helen Keller to Hamlet. Check out these big guns. We're talking the USS Alabama. Alabama's got 100 road trips. Plan yours at alabama.travel. Which one you gonna take?
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
As a woman, the first thing you notice is that you're judged upon your appearance. It's really important to get somebody's attention because you're among a lot of, shall we say, a lot of suits.
You've heard about what's going on with members of Congress, but what about allegations of sexual harassment in Tallahassee? I'm Alan Cohn with 2 local former reps at the Trapezoid.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
There's a picture of the Rosemary district. Looks more like central London right there with all the fog around there. There is a passing shower right now in the area, but Josh Stone tells us it is passing and conditions should improve as the morning progresses. So there's the live shot from the tower cam above our building here. There's our email addresses, or Facebook addresses, I should say. Feel free to check out Ray Collins, ABC7, or send us some of your pictures from your Thanksgiving parties, and we'll show them right here on the TV. Also, we've got a new app to show you as well. Go to the App Store at WWSB or My Suncoast and update your app on the phone. Get all the breaking news delivered right to the palm of your hand from ABC7. In fact, if you're looking for some great holiday deals this time of year, don't be afraid to look at the apps on the phone. ABC's Candice Gibson and Diane Macedo have details.
In today's Tech Bites, saving even more on Black Friday with apps.
Ebates puts money into your PayPal account when you make a purchase through the app. Flip puts all your local circulars in one place, and Shopkick rewards you with free gift cards by shopping at a number of big retailers. When Black Friday is over, it's all about Cyber Monday, and we're already finding some good deals on Apple products.
Yeah, on eBay, reports say you'll be able to get a MacBook Air for $877. That's $120 off.
Also on the site, an iPad Pro for $750, saving $110.
Amazon and Walmart are previewing their Cyber Monday deals.
Amazon will have big discounts on the Kindle, the Echo, and the Fire tablet. At Walmart, look for $200 in savings on big screen TVs and $90 off the Xbox One.
Why wait with all those
TV
deals?
And the Xbox, you can play
all
on the
in
big
one.
screen.
Those are your Tech Bites.
Have a great day.
Tech Bites, brought to you by Walgreens.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Thanks for giving Leanne the strength to outrun her brother. Thanks for giving Victor the energy to be the rowdiest fan. And Joseph, the ability to see monsters. When you choose Walgreens, you choose to make a difference. Like how every vitamin and flu shot you get at Walgreens helps give life-changing vitamins and vaccines to children in need around the world and here at home. So really,
Happy Thanksgiving!
Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
Enamel is the strong white outer layer of your tooth surface. The thing that's really important to dentists is to make sure that that enamel stays strong and resilient for a lifetime. The more that we can strengthen and reharden that tooth surface, the whiter their patient's teeth are going to be. Dentists are going to really want to recommend Pronamel Strong and Bright. It helps to strengthen and reharden the enamel. It also has stain lifting action. It's going to give their patients the protection that they need and the whiter teeth that they want.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-652-3012. That's 1-800-652-3012. Call now, 1-800-652-3012. For a free brochure, call 1-800-652-3012.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
The ABC 7 First Alert Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information when severe weather threatens the Suncoast. Visit mysuncoast.com and download yours today.
This half hour on Good Morning Suncoast will go live to one of the stores already open for Black Friday deals. Plus, the Navy calls off a search after a plane crash in the Philippine Sea. We'll have the latest. And an unusual item in demand in Nevada on some holiday shopping lists this year. Those stories and more right now on Good Morning Suncoast.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning. Glad you're with us. 5:31 on this Friday morning. I'm Ray Collins. Glad you're awake already. Some passing showers out there right now, some mist, but Josh is in for John, and you tell us this is just an anomaly of sorts right now, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. This is just a passing shower. It's very isolated. It's not a widespread event by any means, and looks like we're going to have mostly dry conditions. So let's show you our tower cam right now. It looks wet out there, and the reason why is we had an isolated shower over downtown Sarasota. That has moved out now, and things are going to be dry today. Let's show you the current temperatures in the mid-60s to upper 60s here in Venice, but mostly cloudy skies. Light showers around the system that brought us more widespread shower activity. That has now moved off into the Atlantic, and now we're going to experience dry air coming down from the north. But you can see really nothing to show you here other than a few hit or miss sprinkles on the map. So I'm going with 20% of showers for this morning, and then we're expecting mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy skies today with highs topping out in the low 70s. I have more in the forecast when I return. Back to you, Ray.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, Josh. Checking First Alert traffic right now. Some shoppers out there perhaps, including on State Road 64 in the westbound lane way out there between the interstate and the Braden River. Be aware of that. Also, a little blip there on 64 just west of downtown Bradenton. Looking at the northern half of Sarasota County, you'll see some activity heading into Lakewood Ranch on University Parkway. Also on University as you head toward that long light at 301. South County, a little buildup there on the map at the bypass on 681 as you come off I-75. Otherwise, pretty clear at 5:33 on your Friday morning. Our top story this half hour, the start of the official holiday shopping season. We sent our Jess Dowdrick out to Manatee County. She's inside Toys R Us. And anybody there yet, Jess?
Well, Ray, it's a little busier now at 5:30 than it was at 5 o'clock, but it still isn't what I expected for Black Friday shopping. It's probably because they've been open since 5 o'clock last night. I'm told then it was very busy here. So much so that one of these hot ticket items called the fingerlings are sold out. They don't expect to get any more in probably until Sunday or Monday. Now, right now, store employees are restocking the shelves, preparing for what's to come later today and this weekend. Now, because it was crazy when the store opened at 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving, they haven't closed since then, and they will stay open through midnight tonight. Now, store manager Sylvia Almedina says she's worked overnights here at Toys R Us on Black Friday in years past, and this year is definitely slower than others.
It was fairly quiet. We did have steady traffic, but it was overall quiet. We didn't have huge lines. There was nothing that is already tapered out. It was basically you could get in and get out and shop fairly quickly.
Now, if you want to get those deals, but you don't want to get in the middle of the crowds, right now is a good time to come out and shop. These deals will be going on all day. If you want any of these for real friends, they will be available here. This cat has been meowing and purring at me every half hour when I walk by, so I thought, do you hear her now? So I thought I should give you guys a show of her. I thought she wanted some airtime, right?
Well, it figures that you somehow would find a cat because you're the biggest cat fan I know, Jess.
I am, and that's probably why she was meowing and purring at me this
That's
morning.
what you think. All right, good. We'll check back with you next half hour. Thank you, Jess Dowdrick, live in Manatee County. Congress has some big issues on the table like health care, tax reform, and a record deficit. But instead, the focus right now is on the growing number of sex scandals on Capitol Hill. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has the latest.
Accusations of sexual misconduct are shaking up Capitol Hill. Senator Al Franken responding to new allegations after 2 more women say he sexually violated them by grabbing their backsides at political events a decade ago. Franken still catching heat for this photo of him apparently groping a woman. In a Thanksgiving Day statement, Franken apologized for his actions and said, "In some of those encounters, I crossed a line for some women, and I know that any number is too many." Multiple women have come forward claiming Franken sexually harassed them.
Al Franken pulled me in towards him and then put his hand on my rear.
The number of allegations against Franken now stands at 4. Franken's statement on the heels of another scandal involving longtime Congressman John Conyers. A 3rd woman is now accusing Conyers of misconduct, including Melanie Sloan, a high-profile Washington lawyer who says she was harassed and verbally abused when she worked for Conyers in the 90s. Sloan tells ABC News during her time working for the Judiciary Committee, the Michigan lawmaker was increasingly abusive to her and often berated her loudly in public.
People shrug off members' misconduct on Capitol Hill. The kind of abuse I suffered at Congressman Conyers' hands was awful, but I won't say that it's unique.
Conyers isn't stepping down. His lawyer says in a statement that is not going to happen, and that if people were required to resign over allegations, a lot of people would be out of work in this country, including the president. And Conyers isn't the only lawmaker caught up in scandal. Texas Congressman Joe Barton is apologizing after some explicit photos of him were released, he says, by an ex-girlfriend who's retaliating against him. In Washington, Stephanie Ramos, ABC News.
Other news now, despite dwindling hopes, the Argentinian Navy says they will continue to search for that missing submarine. Search crews say they heard a noise consistent with that of an explosion. The U.S. Navy is among those helping with the search. Experts say the sub has likely run out of breathable air, which has dashed hopes of recovering the crew alive. There are 44 people on board that sub. It disappeared last week. The U.S. Navy has stopped its search for 3 sailors missing since a plane crashed in the Philippine Sea on Wednesday. 8 other crew and passengers were rescued after the crash and are in good condition this morning. The plane went down during a routine flight while approaching a U.S. aircraft carrier from a base in Japan. It is still not clear why it crashed, but one official says engine trouble may have been a factor. Mitsubishi is now reporting it falsified data on components used in cars and airplanes for more than a year. The announcement adds to Japan's growing list of corporate scandals. According to a statement, Mitsubishi had been misrepresenting data on rubber sealants used in cars and planes. Data was falsified on around 270 million units sold over the past 2 years. Back in Florida, Thanksgiving dinner went terribly wrong in a Miami apartment building. Look at this. One family began deep frying a turkey Wednesday and woke up feeling woozy. Well, fire rescue workers evacuated the building after they detected high levels of carbon monoxide. 4 people were placed on stretchers and loaded into an ambulance after suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning. 2 others, including a child, were treated at the scene. A fire rescue official says the cause was a deep fryer hooked up to a gas tank.
Anything that's portable needs to be outside. You're cooking, whether it's with an LP tank, and especially in an apartment, people think outside is actually even a balcony is considered that. But from this call alone, you can see that if it doesn't affect your apartment, the apartment above is affected.
It's also important to make sure you have a working carbon monoxide detector in the home. The building has since been given the green light for everyone to get back inside. Everyone, by the way, should make a full recovery. Don't wait too long to buy a Christmas tree this year. There's a nationwide shortage going on, and the wholesale price of trees also went up 50% this year due to those shortages. A tight economy and less demand for real trees a decade ago has hurt the industry. Retailers are hoping for big sales on Thanksgiving and Black Friday today, but Cyber Monday may be even bigger. Adobe Analytics is forecasting this coming Monday as the largest online shopping day in U.S. history. Americans are expected to spend $6.6 billion online this Monday. That's compared to $5 billion online today. Cyber Monday began back in 2005 as a way to promote the concept of online retail. Well, Black Friday is going green, but not as you might think. Recreational pot dispensaries across the country are taking part in Black Friday as well, many of them dubbing it Green Friday for them. And in Nevada, where recreational pot is legal, people lined up for deals.
It is a little surreal to think about doing Black Friday sales in a dispensary, but we're doing that, and the community's super excited about it.
Many dispensaries are reporting that tourists will make up the bulk of their shoppers today. Green Friday. Now you've heard it all, right?
Exactly. It's a new term, I guess, we can start using.
Yeah. So those that arrived for vacation this week were sort of let down with yesterday's weather, but you say it's going to be improving now.
Exactly. Yeah. High pressure settling in, bringing drier air. So that cloud deck we're experiencing right now will slowly erode away from the dry air, and we'll be left with sunshine over the weekends, looking very nice. What does the rest of the next week hold for us? We'll let you know when we come back.
Also ahead, first alert traffic, and a Thanksgiving dinner in San Diego came with a medical bonus. We'll tell you how the city used this dinner to fight an epidemic. Up next in Health Smart.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. A-N-D Services.com.
Do you have type 2 diabetes, which requires daily blood monitoring? If you have diabetes, are you on Medicare, Obamacare, or other health insurance? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for diabetic testing supplies at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. Our accredited staff will handle all of your paperwork for free. And best of all, your diabetic testing supplies are shipped directly to your home for free. Call now to see if you qualify for a meter upgrade and a free pedometer to monitor your daily walking. Use alternate testing sites, a smaller blood sample, and even hear your results out loud. Will you qualify for diabetic testing supplies and an upgraded meter covered by Medicare, Obamacare, or health insurance at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you?
Find out for free by calling the Diabetes Resource Center at 1-800-394-1098. That's 1-800-394-1098, 1-800-394-1098.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-738-9812. 800-738-9812.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com, A-N-D Services.com.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good to see you on this Black Friday. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. It's 66 degrees outside. This is, I believe, not accurate. We have clouds, but I don't think the rain is coming down here in downtown Sarasota anymore. About a half hour ago it was, but it was very light. It was only an isolated shower. Dew point at 65 degrees, humidity at 96%, north-northwesterly wind at 8 miles per hour. And the north wind is going to be the story in the forecast, and I'll explain why in just a few moments. Our radar showing a little more shower activity up to the north. Remember, we had heavy showers and thunderstorms yesterday here in northern Florida, but that whole system has now moved off into the Atlantic, and everything is starting to quiet down now. Other than a few sprinkles of green on the radar here, really nothing to show you. We'll zero in to downtown Sarasota, around the core of the Sarasota city, and really nothing on the radar at all. So we had a passing shower about a half hour ago. That is gone. And other than a 20% chance of showers in the morning hours of this morning, I think we're going to be dry today, and this is why. Area of low pressure has moved off into the Atlantic. This is what brought us rain yesterday, but the wrap around it is coming down from the north and northeast. High pressure is settling in from the northwest, and a wrap around that is coming down from the north and northwest. So basically, this northerly flow between these two systems is going to pull down that drier air from the north, and that dry air is going to help erode the cloud deck that we're experiencing right now. So throughout the day, expect mostly cloudy skies, but by late this afternoon and this evening, those clouds will thin out, and we'll be left with partly cloudy to mostly clear conditions. And then tomorrow, we're expecting mostly sunny skies. Maybe in the morning hours, we may have a few clouds, but looks like there's some shower activity on our futurecast here on Sunday morning. This will remain in the Gulf. I believe that dry air will win out and bring us plenty of sunshine over the next several days. Not just over the weekend, but Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And look at the temperatures. You have to love them. Mid to upper 70s are normal for this time of the year, 77. But one thing for sure, not only are we going to see sunshine and very nice conditions, but the humidity will be low, right?
Boy, it sounds perfect. Thank you, Josh. Checking first alert traffic right now. A few blips here and there. State Road 64, which is called Manatee Avenue right there, heading into downtown Bradenton. A little slowdown there about midway between the beaches and downtown. Also State Road 70, some congestion both east and west of the interstate. Clark Road at the base of your screen, some congestion there in the westbound lanes, again on either side of the interstate. And our final map to the south will show us all clear at 5:48 on your Friday morning. In this hour's Health Smart, an unusual Thanksgiving at a hospital in San Diego. Reporter Adam Raskusin has the story.
It's a meal for the ages. Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, served up with a side of pumpkin pie. All dished out by volunteers, putting their own holiday plans on hold to serve their community.
We just want this to be kind of a respite from the daily lives, a place of just Thanksgiving and a place of joy.
Major Darren Norton is with the Salvation Army, today's hosts. He's also part of the band playing the tunes that echoed through Golden Hall.
It's more than just the food. We're trying to just give an experience to these the people that come in today. You know, life's not easy for many of them.
I'm glad we have this place to go to today.
Bill Thacker and Jennifer Dunbar have been attending this annual feast for a decade. But unlike previous meals, this year the event had an addition out front that couldn't be missed. Nurses administering hepatitis A shots.
Before we knew it was an epidemic, then we got the shot. You know, and we just said, why not? And then about a week later, we heard about all the hepatitis A cases, and it was like, well, I guess it's a good thing.
According to San Diego County officials, more than 550 people have been infected with hepatitis A. Nearly 400 people ended up in the hospital and 20 people have died since the outbreak began. The virus taking its toll on the homeless community, those needing a meal like this.
We've taken extra precautions with rubber gloves, and the food is obviously all prepared off-site at a safe kitchen.
With county officials and hand sanitizer out front and disposable wipes inside, Major Norton felt enough safeguards were in place so people could forget about the fears and focus on the meal in front of them.
Wow, happy Thanksgiving there, huh? Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll update your day's top local news headlines, and a Thanksgiving event in Santa Barbara got a special guest. We'll tell you who joined the charity dinner after this.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
What if you had a medical emergency away from home?
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
What you need is Mobile Help, America's premier mobile medical alert system. Most systems only work at home, but with Mobile Help, you get help outside the home with coverage nationwide on one of the largest cellular networks at the press of a button. Call the number on your screen for a free full-color brochure. We'll send you everything you need, including this base station, the patented mobile device, and the waterproof pendant and wrist button. You can also add the fall button that automatically detects falls and signals help. Call today and receive a risk-free 30-day trial. There is no equipment to buy and no long-term contract. For a limited time, you will also receive a free emergency key box with your plan purchase. Remember, Mobile Help keeps you safe coast to coast.
Call 1-800-916-8638. That's 1-800-916-8638.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
On the next Black Almanac.
Racism is an enduring and persistent problem that calls for an enduring response. It's clear that we are a people will not get to where we need to be just talking politics. The sin of racism must be decried from the pulpits. You've got to talk about theology. You have to go deeper. The soul of a nation is at stake.
Sunday morning at 7:30 on ABC 7. Game on, Suncoast. Get scores and highlights from the area's top high school matchups on Football Friday night, just after the news at 11:15. Sponsored by your local Honda dealers.
There's a shot outside of our studios here in the Rosemary District, looking back toward downtown Sarasota. Some fog or so it appears, and some low-hanging clouds. Josh, who's in for John, will sort that out for us. The streets look wet right now. We had a bit of a renegade shower come through, but improving conditions, and you'll like what you hear coming this way this weekend. 5:54 right now. Here are some of the top headlines as you wake up on this Friday morning. Black Friday shopping is underway. Look at this. Some shoppers couldn't wait and camped out on Thanksgiving Day to get some early sales in area stores. The interstate near Venice has reopened after a fatal crash and car fire last night near mile marker 199. The accident shut down the interstate in both directions last night for a brief time. A 16-year veteran of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office has resigned. Deputies charged their colleague, 45-year-old Jeffrey Bliss, with a domestic dispute with his wife on Wednesday night. And finally this hour, hundreds of people volunteered at an organic soup kitchen in California to help feed the hungry on Thanksgiving. Join the volunteers, Hollywood legend Christopher Lloyd. He jumped at the chance to make a difference volunteering. He was alongside with his wife and son. The actor says the other volunteers and patrons are now like an extended family.
How can you say no? I mean, it's, I'll have my meal, you know, but they don't always get theirs.
This is the 9th year the Organic Soup Kitchen has handed out Thanksgiving meals in that area in Santa Barbara. Good for him to be involved. A lot of folks do dedicate their Thanksgiving days to going to soup kitchens and volunteering, like a little family bonding activity.
It looks like a lot of fun, too. You get to know the people and you're helping, and I think that's great.
Yeah, real win-win there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Improving conditions?
Improving conditions, definitely. We had a shower about a half hour ago, and that's why our tower cam looks a little wet. The streets look wet right now, but things will improve, and we'll talk more about it in the next hour.